Good evening. In this meeting, we are going to talk about our candidates, these personalities, strengths, and skills to choose the best one to be our project manager. Okay, let's start. My candidate is Eduardo. He's a manager who is always thinking the best for everyone. He is a people person, friendly, loyal, and extrovert. We have to look at this changing environment. The managing system is different now. Today, a leader must have qualities that involve all the people in the company. The organization are leaving behind the old way to manage the authoritarian, demanding rules, and intimidating person. In this time, we have to consider a new manager who changed that old vision to a new renovate one. Eduardo's job is based in that the people enjoyed going to work. He do meetings once a year, formal and informal, to check that everything is going well. He always tries to get everyone agree before making decision because it is important that the people get involved with the company and make them feel valued. Furthermore, we talk about the goals as a group. Everyone can make opinions and give their points of view. Eduardo is a good listener, and for that reason, he is the best person sorting out staff problems because he treats everyone as individuals. This is very important because when people see an approaching manager, they feel comfortable to talk, to work, to achieve the goals, and make the company the perfect environment for everybody. We can see examples with this type of management like Google, Craigslist, Amazon, and all the actual mega industry that are managing a lot of people. Eduardo's strengths are organized, good listener, and excellent interpersonal skills. His personality is warm, understanding, and worry about others. I think he has the proper qualities to be a perfect leader. He has the knowledge, the abilities, and the most important, he has the spirit of a people manager what is very important in our actual economy.
I'm afraid I disagree with you, Lisbeth, because Eduardo is the kind of person who is always allowing his team pass over him. We need someone determined, courageous, and so as Ruth is. He talks about having fun in job, but this is not Disneyland. We must be serious and confront reality. We have to follow our main objective, that is to make this company grow up. On the other hand, we all know successful people is decisive and Eduardo isn't. He just wants to convince people to agree his opinion and lose that valuable time. He just wants to be loved for everyone and that isn't possible these days. He should be able to convince people to agree with him.
I think that Kazuo is a good candidate. His main strengths are organizing ability, getting the job done, loyal to the company. He would perform staff appraisal interviews every quarter. I think this is a good frequency to identify weaknesses, strengths, and opportunities of each employee and establish action plans when required in order to improve. Kazuo knows that the company needs to be kept afloat and successful, but it cannot be reached if the staff is not involved by ensuring they understand the goals and objectives of the company. Another important thing is that Kazuo values the opinion of the employees when taking decisions. Kazuo is very well focused on company's goals, which will make the company strong. He talks about realistic target, which is very important because it means he works on reachable goals. If the goals of the company are met, then employment stability may be offered to the employees, and this feeling of secure job helps people to put on the shirt to help the company to go for further objectives, resulting in company growing. On the other hand, creating an environment of harmony allows people to be more productive and work with better quality, characteristic that at the end is what customers look for. Nowadays, companies with clear goals and committed staff are the ones leading the different markets. Kazuo has the profile and the strategies to make of SNL a leader company among electronics market.
Okay, in my opinion, Kazuo has a lot of strengths and could be a good manager. However, there is one thing I don't like about him. He focuses everything in the company, and this is important, but what about the employees? The employees are the main base of a company. You have to be aware of your workplace and ensure that everyone feels good at work. So I consider Kazuo must work deeply on this factor to become the project manager.
Yes, I agree with you. I think Kazuo is a good manager, but I disagree with his point of view related to focus on the goals of the company only. I mean, that is important too, but as Lisbeth said, he has to think on the way to deal with the people to know how they are feeling, so can be a good leader growing in the relationships with the group to know how they will work too. And then as a candidate, I have Martina. Um, she she has good characteristics. Um, I think she is the right person to replace to the manager Paul Johnston because of the following features that are reliable. She is ambitious and responsible. She organizes the people in order to know who are the ones she wants for her job. She sets the goals after agreement with the team. She gave them the authority and responsibility to get the job done, so they can be able to make decisions by themselves by following her instructions, so they can put in practice right decision faster. And also she used the bonus system to motivate them. She is convinced, really convinced, that everybody is motivated by the money. She thinks that the interviews must be weekly because once a year is to waste uh, her time for all the group as well. So she does it per person, talking to each other, um, to let them know what they have to do and what their goals are. Her strengths are to be organized, a leader who leads a team. She motivates the team. She wants to get the job done with those strengths. And the personality is tenacious. She demands what she wants. She stood and on the outside, but at the same time she's soft inside. So I think that she can lead the team approaching her authority. Maybe she is so rude. She could be a little bit nice to talk to each other more and as a group, so they can share more with her and they can let her know in a confidence way how they are really feeling in their job. So they can be honest with her. Despite of this, I think she is the candidate. She's the right one. Thank you.
Well, I would not select Martina because even though most people get a job because they need the money, not everybody is motivated only by the money, but because they love their profession and want to give the best of them in order to reach professional growth and help the company to reach its goals. Another thing that I partially agree with Martina is about the meetings with each person, but not in group. I think that one-on-one meetings are needed as well as group meetings to get everyone sitting on the same direction.
Good night, everyone. Tonight I'm going to introduce the candidate that I choose, and for me should be our new in charge manager. My candidate is Ruth. You should be asking why, and here are my reasons. First, I have seen her curriculum and have had watched her interview, so I realize she is a person who has the correct abilities. Those that she has that characterize a good leader. For example, she's checking all the time what the team members are doing. We cannot meet dull and carefree people in our company. We just want responsible persons. Also, she is the kind of person who gives detailed instructions avoiding mistakes. She is not going to accept excuse when people don't achieve to hand over their reports. Ruth will give the team clear goals, so there is no excuse to anyone if they don't achieve them. I want to mention that we are in a world full of sexist men, and this is the perfect time to give her the opportunity to develop her skills and grow as a person. Obviously, having all the time or support and advice. Also, I want to mention some characteristics of a good leader. Charisma, powerful, attractive quality that makes other people admire and follow them. Visionary, having vision and ability to influence others. Confident, confident and confident,
Okay, I think she is kind of workaholic, and this is not an appropriate feature to handle a large group of people. It will not make employees feel satisfied, and that will cause the company objectives not to perform well. Today, the companies need a leader who is dynamic, friendly, approaching, and those are the qualities that Eduardo, I think, has. She needs to work more in her work relationships. Each one can will mention who will consider is the best candidate to the manager.
Well, I like Eduardo, given the importance that he gives to the people.
Okay.
Okay, I think is Eduardo. As a conclusion, we all agree with the characteristics that Lisbeth says about Eduardo because they are the appropriate to be a manager.
Okay, so it's Eduardo. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.